My mental state after I was diagnosed with kidney failure. Um, you're trying to get me to cry. You're trying to get me to cry. We were coming from church, and I'm just going to give you a very short story. We were coming from church. My doctor called me on the Sunday, and Daniel, who was my doctor, Daniel Stock, doctors are normally off on Sundays. He works a Monday through Friday practice, private practice. Been knowing him for about 12 years at that time. He called me and said, "Where are you at?" I told him I was at home. I just got home from church. He said, "I need you to go to the hospital immediately." He said, "Your blood work just came back and it's showing kidney failure." Well, at the time, I was watching too much TV. Doctor, whatever his name is, the real rude doctor, and he was a kidney specialist. He's a nephrologist also. And every time they said kidney failure, somebody died on the show. So the first thing I asked Daniel was, "Am I dying?" And he wouldn't answer that. You can imagine the mental state after that. So he asked where Toya was, who was my wife at the time. I told her she's coming on the way now. So we were supposed to go out to a steakhouse and get something to eat. Not Longhorn, but Texas Roadhouse to get something to eat. I told the kids, look, how about we get some McDonald's, which is right down the street. I went and got that, watched my kids eat, because I honestly thought that this was going to be the last time I was able to sit at my table and watch them eat. We dropped the kids off to my now wife, and I went to the hospital scared. And it's not a lot of things that scared me. First thing that came to my mind, not about dying, but my first question to myself was, what are my kids going to do without me? What are they going to do without their dad? And that scared me. These three young black males in this world need their father. They need stabilization. They need someone to set barriers and give them ethics and things of that nature, and to protect them. The world is a lot different for black males than it is for other races. I could tell you my life history, and you will go like, whoa, but it happens. So I get to the hospital, and like I said, in there for 18 days. I get out, this whole new world for me. I'm going to dialysis. They're sticking me with needles that I have the biggest needles I've ever seen in my life. They're going through all these different things, and this all happened so fast. I didn't have any problems in my life with the hospitals. Only time I went to hospitals when I went for football injuries. My mental state was not very good. I had to go and talk to a therapist for about a year. In 2 years, I lost my sons, my career. I was up for a promotion in about 6 months that would have given me almost a $20,000 raise. I lost my home. Lost my marriage, and this all happened within 2 years. My mental state was not very good at all, and I actually thought about taking my own life at one time. Not because of the dialysis, just that everything happened so fast. But God, but God.